You don't really want to call the police, do you?
If you wanted my attention, you got it.
Good. Now hang up the phone, or I just may have to have a cigar.
During most gas licks, I usually try to have a very strict no-smoking policy. How did you get in here?
You know, that was surprisingly easy. I figured you'd have all kinds of bodyguards keep off the rabid fans.
Sometimes.
And you're feeling pretty secure these days. Got everything lined up the way you want. Gets right in your throat, doesn't it?
What is this? Is straight kidnapping? You want an autograph, or... Oh, you have your own agenda.
I want you to stay away from my daughter.
Your daughter?
Olivia Locke. Most people know her as Livy. And you either back off of her, or...
Livy, of course.
That's good. That's excellent. The raised eyebrow and shock, that really works for you. You know, I think if the rock star thing gets old, and it will, you should consider the theater.
And you might want to consider a mental institution. I think you can get in on a family plan. Your daughter is psycho. And from where I'm standing, the apple didn't fall too far from the tree. She thinks I'm a vampire.
That's my girl. No dummy she.
There's one thing I don't quite understand. If I supposedly have the supernatural powers, how is it you're not affected by the gas?
It's a slow leak. And I've always had a talent for controlling my breathing. It saved my life more than once. Now, why is it that none of us ever heard of you, Stephen, until just before you came to Port Charles?
I'm an overnight sensation.
Have you ever asked yourself about this need to be someone or something that you're not? It is denial, you know. Actually symptomatic of a man who finds it too painful to see himself as he really is.
Spoken like someone who's been there.
That's good. You are entertaining, I'll give you that. And you didn't have to sing a note.
You know what you're not quite comprehending here? Your daughter stalked me. Then you come in here, crazier than a fruitcake, threatening to blow the place up. Now, say I was a vampire. Why didn't I take her out weeks ago? Why didn't I finish you the moment I saw you here?
Well, that's what I came to figure out. Why haven't you struck yet? What is it you really want? And why is it so important you have to keep up this charade, Caleb?
Caleb. Oh, it's gonna be a long night.
I can end it right now if you like.
You'd be taking us both out.
Ironic, isn't it?
You're serious, aren't you?
Dead serious. We don't want any interruptions. Not when it's just getting good.
I'm in no position to argue.
Caleb is victim. That's rich. Let's talk about control. How you use it, how you get it, how easy it is to abuse it when you wield it over the young and vulnerable.
Ah, back to Livy.
My daughter is the one thing you will not be glib about. You're the one who led her down that dark road, and we both know that once you get a taste of that, you never lose it.
Oh, this is all very dramatic, and in fact, you and Livy and a lot of other people in this town seem to enjoy living in a fantasy world where good and evil are in constant battle with one another, and vampires can be killed with a stake. But I'll tell you what, Doc, buy the video game, don't live it.
What did you call me?
I didn't call you anything but crazy.
No, you called me Doc. Now, why would Stephen Clay, who's never been here, know that I'm a doctor?
Okay, whoever you are, fun's over. Get out of here.
No, the fun's just beginning. You called me Doc. No one calls me Doc except my wife. It's a nickname I tolerate. I don't really like it. And I never introduced myself to you.
Are you kidding me? You've been shrinking me since I walked through that door.
I didn't know it was so obvious.
It's symptomatic of denial syndrome, or whatever that garbage was coming out of your mouth.
You really have given this disguise a lot of thought, haven't you, Caleb? I mean, right down to the point of having to explain the inexplicable to people who buy it. But not me.
Fine. You win, and I've had enough of your little power game. You keep your daughter away from me, and I will avoid her like the plague.
There! Was it that easy?
Oh, is this so I can spell your name correctly for the police?
No, it's in case you need to talk to someone. You obviously have issues. I don't know. Maybe your mother didn't love you enough, or she didn't approve of your line of work.
You know, you'll be the first person I call.
You know, I really wish you'd give me a chance. I could write volumes into your psyche.
Oh.
Maybe next time.